What you deserve is what you decide. That's a scary thought, isn't it? Hi, I'm John Jerkowitz, and welcome to our weekly motivation. Thanks for joining us wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. I appreciate you taking the time. It's my gift to you and to the rest of the world to allow you 5 minutes to sit back, relax, and ponder how you're going to make this week the best week of your life. So, you deserve what you decide. I can tell you on a regular basis that scares me about half to death. Why? Because running in the back of my head all the time is this little voice that's directing traffic. And if I'm not really careful, that little voice can direct me to drive right off the end of a cliff. Not literally, figuratively. What do I mean? Well, I'll shoot some stuff at you and see if it ever happens to you. I might be in a conversation with somebody and I say, I hope to. Or if everything works out okay for me, I plan on. Well, if things go the way I hope they will, straddling the fence, I do it a lot. Sometimes my self-talk's really, really negative. Oh, I'm not bright enough. I'm not handsome enough. I'm not educated enough. I don't have the skills to do fill in the blank. Oh, other people have that talent. And the real killer is, gee, I wish I could be like. Now, where did that come from? It's not an add-on or a plug-in. It wasn't put there at birth. It's almost like we had a blank hard drive, and then we went ahead and filled it up. And we fill it up by everybody that's around us. We fill it up by the observations and opinions other people give us and the ones we develop ourselves. But there is hope. And the hope is that when I take the time to listen to what I'm saying, I can start to turn that towards a process that is going to make me deserve some really, really good things in my life. Okay, let me stop here for a minute, because this isn't the world of unicorns, cotton candy, and me with a full head of hair. I know what you're thinking, because on top of being really good looking, I read minds. You're thinking, well, John, life gets in the way. What about disasters? What about tragedies? True, but what you deserve is what you decide. So how do you handle those disasters? How do you handle those tragedies? How do you handle losing a job, losing a client, using up all your money? How do you handle that? It's going to be there. It's going to be there one way or the other. You decide what you deserve. I read something here a while back that made a lot of sense. It said, when nobody ever agrees with you on a certain situation or circumstance, it doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you're alone. So keep moving forward. How often do we let those external circumstances influence and affect what we do and how we think, and ultimately what our self-talk is like? You know, it's kind of interesting. How many times have you heard someone say, do you hear what you're saying? And I've reflected on that a lot recently. Do I hear what I'm saying? Yeah, it's tough. You deserve what you decide. There's going to be pitfalls. There's going to be detours. And sometimes you're going to have to stop, turn around, and start all over again. It's what you tell yourself you deserve. Just between us, when the time comes and you really accomplish something that took a lot of hard work and effort, Isn't it much sweeter than something that was handed to you? I know it is for me. So maybe this week I can challenge you to sit back and listen to what you're saying, not only out loud, but what you're saying in your mind. Because the final thought I'll leave with you is listen to some of your judgments, not only those ones on yourself that may be self limiting, but those judgments about other people, other groups of people, other religions, other races, other cultures. Stop and think for a minute, because just because we don't speak those things out loud doesn't mean they're not real. So, how about taking those subliminal thoughts, those thoughts just between you, and making them positive ones? No, the tragedies and the bad things aren't going to go away. They'll just be a little easier to handle. Hope you have a really great week. I will talk to you next Monday. Take care and listen to yourself.